I tried to record this video a few times. It's been a struggle, but I feel like it's because the energy is very stop, go. And I also feel like there is some monitoring spirits, evil eye around you that's trying to distract you energetically and like kind of tug you into fear, and you're like, no, thank you, no bueno, no, just no bueno, no burrito, no taco, no quesadilla. What? I don't know. Okay, maybe someone here is hungry, but anyways, I feel like there's this energy of just you're unsure, and that unsureness needs to be alchemized here now, because you do know. You actually know more than you give yourself credit, and we're gonna figure out what it is, what's going on, because like I don't even know myself. I just know that the energy is asking you to ground down extra strong right now and to come back to presence, because through our devotion and being radically present, we create the future. We don't create the future with the future, because a lot of us get stuck in this rat race of future tripping, right? It's like, and it's also the programming we've been through in society of like over stress on like the future, your 10-year plan, you know, like what are you gonna do for college? What are you gonna do for your major? What are you gonna do for your career? Like all these things, and you have to like figure it out at a very young age. And it's like, can't I just figure it out day by day? Like, that's not to say, I'm scratching, so that must mean we're on the money on something, but that's not to say though, like, don't have foundation, right? I'm not saying, how do I put this into words? Like, that's not me disregarding foundation. Foundation is important. And I think I'll tie it into this energy of the divine feminine within you and the divine masculine within you. They both need to be in alignment. And through that process, we create our dream life. But of course, we have to kind of live an era or a few eras, depending on how fast you learn your karmic lessons. But we have to like live in out of alignment. That was hard to breathe for a second. But we have to live out of alignment to understand what is true alignment, right? And to me, when I think about alignment, I think about the mind, body, and soul. Are those three important pillars being loved, heard, seen, celebrated, and alchemized, meaning cleansed, right? Because we're like these walking sponges. Like, you know how much we pick up in a day? Not only our bullshit, but other people's bullshit, because life is energy, right? So when we're walking around, especially when we're around people, you know, when you come home, you got to make sure you cleanse your energy, because half of the stuff that you probably absorbed isn't yours. You know, that feeling when you get home, you're cooking dinner, and it's like your whole body just feels so exhausted, and you're like, what the fuck? It's like, it's a fucking Wednesday. Like, it's not a Monday. Like, things should be a little bit great, or not crazy, but like more simple. But you just feel all this tense energy in your body as you're like cutting a cucumber, and you're like, what the fuck? It's because you got to cleanse your energy. I feel like that's for someone. So you can sage yourself. You can also use a Reiki trick where you just brush off the energy. But first you want to actually bring your hands to your heart and just take 3 cleansing deep breaths. Let's do this together. It was 4-4-4 as I said that. Protection. Breathing in, exhaling. Breathing in. Breathing out. Beautiful. And let's just rub our hands together real quick and see if you can feel actually into just Like the heat or the cold in between your hands, each person will be different. I feel a lot of heat. But see if you can feel like just that energetic bubble in between your hands. It's so cool. Like I see it as like an accordion. I'm just like, so that now you're going to take that energy and you're going to brush off your arms and your legs. And if you need to, like if your hands are clean, you can just brush your body and just really imagine yourself like shooing away any energy that is not yours, and like really just like goodbye, goodbye, I am now in my power. I now cleanse any energy that is not mine. I am now in my power. I now cleanse any energy that is not mine. I'm now in my power. I now cleanse any energy that is not mine. And that's it. And then, so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you go on and you finish cutting that cucumber. Why are we cutting a cucumber? Like, what? Maybe it's because I just put cucumber in my water. That checks out. Okay, I'm like, why are we eating cucumbers for dinner? I've been putting cucumbers in my water actually to inspire me to drink more liquids because it's really hot where I'm at. Like it's hot, like the type of hot where you're like, I drank 3 liters of water and I still have a headache. Like how? But yeah, so maybe drinking more water is significant for you because that helps us cleanse naturally as well. All right. So yeah, I just feel there's a lot of noise right now up here in your head. You're really trying to discern what is yours and what is other people's energy. It's like you're aware to it, but you haven't quite taken the time to do these modalities, like modality rituals that can help you cleanse. So I just showed you something pretty easy that you can do, but a good one is also taking a shower and a bath and like using your words to be like, hey water, please cleanse me, or even blessing the water that you drink and just really pray with the water. Tell the water like, ooh, I'm burping, this has to be on the money. But talk to your water. Water is life, literally, but it's also a purifying tool. And it will go like literally your epidermis, my favorite word ever, but your skin absorbs like all that water. So imagine if you're praying to your shower water, your bath water, it's like going in you and like helping you just cleanse, and you don't have to logically understand how. Like that's also something, is I feel like sometimes we allow the logic just get in the way. Like things can be mystical. Over time, you start doing things and you create mystical data, is what I like to call it. You try enough like divinely delusional things that you start to actually see proof that you're like, oh, okay, if I pray to my water, or if I put a penny in rice and I light a candle, and these things happen, right? So it's like, just allow yourself to awaken your inner mystic, awaken that inner mystic. And to me, I really believe mystics are the bridge keepers between the heavens and the earth, right? It's this willingness to be a vessel for magic, pretty much. And like, it's funny, I was just listening to something and I think it defined magic as like, magic is basically leading from the heart, right? I feel like too, sometimes we can create walls around the word magic simply because it's like, it can be scary or whatever the fuck, or there's just a lot of programming, negative programming and connotation around it, when really all it is leading from the heart. Magic comes from the heart. And when you're a mystic, which I believe everyone is, but you have free will to turn it on or turn it off, right? This is an ability that we all have as souls in a human body. The question is, do you want to embody it or not, right? Because it is a responsibility. Let's put it that way, because when you become a mystic, you become an alchemist, and you're like, okay, like you take responsibility for your life and your karma, and you realize like there is no blame, there is no victimhood. You started your journey there, right? Because every human starts in victimhood because we don't know better. But once you start doing your spiritual awakenings, right, and you go through this evolution of consciousness, you start to understand like, holy shit, like my soul chose this mission. I can't blame other people anymore. And in that, your whole world, like everything that you've known gets shattered because all of a sudden you're like, fuck, it really is up to me. Like no one's gonna come save me. Like I need to do it. I need to do it. And like that can really trigger the wounded inner child, right? That is still healing. Or even the adult self. I think it's a merge of both, right? So let's just get some more. I have the Oracle deck, Divine Masters, which I thought would be pretty cool. So we have, interesting. So we have Kuan Yin with us, which is literally enlightened action. So I feel like that's on point because we're talking about taking responsibility for your path, right? And her whole thing is choose compassion, move forward with grace, right? So choosing compassion for the soul, or for the soul mission, but like for the obstacles that your soul chose. Yes, you chose this. You chose this mission. So everything that is not working out in your life, it's because you made a promise to yourself to figure it out in this lifetime. And I know it can be like really flustering, right? Because it's like, I want help. But the thing is, when we're in that energy, first of all, it's valid. It's your emotions, your feelings is always valid. But what that frustration is, it's like there's a deeper root that's taking place. There's an inner child within you that wasn't emotionally seen, heard, celebrated. So there's this frustration of moving forward with a I can, I will, I can face anything attitude, because there's still some emotional purging that needs to be done. So whenever you feel like you're just scared of taking the next step forward, that's when you gotta take 24 hours, 48 hours to really just sit with yourself. Do the long cry. Like, do whatever you gotta do to feel the emotions at your own pace. Do the breath work. Allow yourself not to doom scroll. Like, really allow yourself to take at least 24 hours, okay? Just gain the strength. Allow yourself to ground down and just feel whatever it is. Hold yourself like a little baby. Nurture yourself. Connect your adult self with, or your inner child with your adult self. Like, really just become the cheerleader of the next step you have to do, because that's the thing. It's like, you are responsible for the path. And I know when I personally figured that out, like, you know, we all go through the victimhood. Like, it's just a part of the awakening journey. And the thing is, though, when you drop in and you really realize, like, I can do this, because this is where faith comes into place, is because you're like, yeah, maybe the human self needs to do it alone, but you're not alone. You're with spirit, right? You're with your team. You have your divine masters with you. So it's like, you just got to take it one step at a time and do the research. Do the next step and the next step. And like maybe even create, like I'm seeing, like creating, you know, like a little outline of what needs to be done, and just go at it one by one. It doesn't have to be like, oh my God, I gotta get this done by tonight. Like, maybe it's about balancing your divine masculine, which is so sacred, right? That's the part of us that gets shit done. But maybe it's about balancing it with your feminine side, your divine feminine side of like, okay, this is the list. Let's do one a day. until it's done. And you'll see naturally, like the starting point is always really tough. But once you start getting 2 done, you're like, oh, that wasn't that hard. And then you start like speeding up a bit, you know, whatever speed time is to you. But like you realize like, oh, okay, that's not that bad. And you just naturally start unfolding into the tasks and moving forward with grace. So the other card that we got is Kuchumi? Kathumi. Might be saying that wrong. Kathumi. Inatory experience. I don't know what that word is. Do you see that? Inatory. Your current situation is initiating your gifts. Oh my Kuthumi. This is literally like what we're talking about. It's like finding the balance between the feminine and the masculine within you, because technically fear is just an illusion, right? Like it's just fog. I was reading this book the other day and it was talking about like this indigenous tribe where they live on an island, okay? And the island has fog. And there's kind of like this legend within their generation, or like each generation, like you don't take the boat when it's foggy outside, because there was a few people who've done it and then they disappeared. And it was like this big, like scary thing within the tribe, right? It's like, oh, there's so much terror around it. You just don't do it. And then there was this, you know, change breaker in the island, on the island, right? And he was like, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna take the boat. I want to see what's beyond there. Like he was just so gung-ho about just facing his fears. So he did it, and he didn't tell anyone. And he's on the journey, right? On the boat, and the fog rolls in even deeper and deeper, and he's like, he was like pretty optimistic at first, right? He's like, I'm doing it, like I'm feeling the fear, let's go. And then all of a sudden it's just like pitch black, you know, the waters get scary, it's kind of gnarly, and then he's in it, you know, he's questioning himself. He's like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden he's out of the fog. He's out of the fog. And he looks and he's like, oh my God, there's another island. Whoa, I think I see people like on the island. He gets to the island, there's a whole bunch of people chilling on the island and living their life. Right? And I love this story because I feel like our fears, right? It's only scary at first, but once we face them and start expanding our comfort zone and just working with our divine masculine side, right? Just not being afraid of action, just taking it step by step, one task at a time, right? You don't build a castle overnight. You build it one brick at a time. So it's just like finding the strength, right? Like if you need to have a pep talk with yourself and finding the strength to do it, do that, right? Call in the divine feminine of like, okay, let's rest before, and then we charge. We do it. And I get this process so much. Like it's uncomfortable, but at the end, it is your greatest gift. When you face your fears, you're always rewarded. The lesson is always the blessing, okay? And then I feel like, too, I wanted to just tie this message in with what I was saying. I think it was in this one, because I also recorded a few of these. And there was a lot of bloopers. And I think I said it in this one, where it was just like, there's a lot of stop and go energy, right? And I think now what's becoming clear, it's because your divine feminine and divine masculine are kind of fighting each other, because I think your masculine side is like, yo, that was weird. I don't know why I did it like that, but it's just like, yo, like we got to get some things done if you really want to step into this newness. And it's not to add pressure or to say what is yours will miss you, right? It's not from that state of survival. Whoa, that came out. Survival? It's not from survival, right? Because you are now training yourself to feel safe in uncertainty. So it's not from that, it's not from that standpoint of let's rush, right? Because you're going to miss the boat. No, you can never miss the boat. But it is a little kick in the butt to just start the process now, because you create your future based on the present, right? So just stepping into your power more and more, and just facing your fears head on, you know? So yeah, let's get one last message, because I want this message not to be so long. But what else does the collective need to know to really ground down and just start? Oh, sacred boundaries. Okay. So what's coming through is okay. So that stop, go. It's probably because there's a lot of distractions around you. You're allowing yourself to be distracted because your fears are getting the best of you. I know this so well. Like, we've all been there. Fear, man. It pretends it's this crazy fucking like tiger lion thing, all scary, but really it's like a little tiny ant, even though ants are incredible, right? Those things can, they build, but the fear is nothing, right? You're fearless. So create sacred boundaries for yourself and just prevail through the fear. I have to burp. Ooh. And we have Princess Kitty over here, the cat that I'm pet sitting. She's this beautiful Russian blue, so gorgeous. Self-love. As you take these steps forward and face your fears, you are loving on yourself on such a miraculous way, because it's like every time we take a step to pop the bubble of fear, that's a new self-love coin within your awareness, your consciousness, just everything. It was 222. Magnetism through gratitude. So as you're going through this process, because let's be real, what's coming up is like, until you pass that uncomfortable starting point, you might be pulling your hair a little bit, right? It might be really like, but that's when you can take little breaks, right? Sacred boundaries, right? You can go in, start checking things off the list, take a 10-minute break, drink some water, sit in the sun real quick, and just count your blessings. Come back to the heart, right? Magic begins in the heart. You create through this beautiful space. And when the heart is activated with gratitude, it like trickles up, it starts waking up the mind, and we start getting ideas. We start, and it also trickles down to all the other chakras, which the last 3 chakras, right, our solar plexus, our sacral, our root chakra, that is the 3D reality chakras that we need to get shit done. So it's like gratitude is going to unlock all your chakras to help you freaking take enlightened action. You know what you got to do. You've been getting the messages. Now it's time to take the action and love yourself by taking that action. And, the answers will come through as you start chipping at it. Surrender to receive, my love. But in this case, the surrender is not doing nothing. It's surrendering to the fear. Surrender the fear. It's not real. The fear is not real. And I want to correct myself too, because I really am a big believer that like play is productive, and like being in your soft era or your soft feminine energy, if you're a woman here, is very much, or it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman, but just because we both have these qualities, right? But the feminine is the receiver. The feminine is just like the more soft, creative energy. But again, we can't be passive with it, right? It's like, yes, you deserve to rest and rise, but you don't just have the divine feminine. You have the masculine within you, the divine masculine within you. And that side of yours wants to play as well, right? Like that's the productive side. And if you learn to find this like beautiful balance between getting things done and then resting, getting things done and resting, like it needs to be there needs to be a sacred balance. And I feel like the stop go energy that I'm feeling right now is really because one side is getting more attention than the other, and to create that harmony, that alignment, the results that you truly are worthy of, like there needs to be more balance. And I know that's kind of a hard message because it's like, oh, man, like, you know, but just trust yourself, trust the journey, okay? You have all the answers within you. You're going to be guided every step of the way. Make it fun. Like just make the shitty things fun, you know, like put the music on, like, you know, just, you know how to do it, you know how to set the space. So just, allow yourself to heal your masculine by tackling the project in play. Okay. So I love you. That's today's message. Take what you need, leave behind what you don't. And don't forget to cleanse your energy, right? We want to continuously just call our power back, even if you have to do it 10 times a day. Okay, so I love you. Let me know what resonated down below. I would love to hear your thoughts, or not even your thoughts. What is on your heart, my love? Tell me. All right, if you want to get a personal activation, reading, some Reiki, it's kind of this multidimensional experience, you can check out down below. I have soul realignment sessions is what I call them. They're incredible. I love holding space for people. And essentially, in a nutshell, what we do is we hold space for your limiting belief in the subconscious mind. We bring it up to the surface. We give it love. We use Reiki, open dialogue, the cards, and just somatic activities to alchemize and reprogram a new liberating belief in your subconscious, so you can really just embody your infinite potential, your higher self in the now, and just build the life that you desire. Like, it's what's coming through. It's like, and I feel like maybe it could be triggering, so just trigger warning, but what's coming through is like, how do I say that? It's funny. It's so simple. And I'm like, I don't know. Do I say it? But it's just making money is easy. That's what's coming up. Like, it's easier than you think. Like, you're in your own way. And trust me, I know this so fucking well, right? Like, we've all had that money block, right? So money is, of course, abundance is like one of the biggest limiting beliefs that we have, especially as women, right? We have to get through this just this narrative that we need to be saved and that we don't have the tools within. We do. So yeah, if you're into doing a one-on-one session, we can do that. Also, if you want to get a letter from your higher self, I channel messages, and they come in a really cool greeting card that I've created. There's 20 different types, and you can check them out down below. And what's really cool is based on the channeled message from your higher self, the art for the greeting card is chosen through the message. So it's a mystery what you're gonna get, which is really cool. They're honestly super rad. Like, I love them. And I don't write your channeled message in the greeting card, so you can use the greeting card after, whether you want to share it to a friend or just frame it. A lot of people have framed them, or they put them on the fridge because it's really cool. So that's a really cool, like, fun and affordable global offering that we can work together in an intimate way. And then last but not least, I have another free resource for us, which is my Telegram group for us to really connect as a community. And it's called the Higher Self Spiral, because growth doesn't happen in a straight line. There's a spiral effect, baby. Every turn, we're learning something new. So if you feel like having just higher self tidbits, inspiration on the go, join the group. All the details down below, right? I love you. Bye.